Cars and Culture on the road, again on the concept car lawn with Nathan Malinick, the head of design for Hennessey, and this beast that is ready to purr in front of us. Welcome.
Good to see you, thanks.
Good to see you. Welcome to the prestigious concept car lawn and the even more prestigious concept car. Tell me a little bit about this beauty.
Well, yeah, prestigious is right. I remember being a young boy and being on that side of this fence and just dreaming about being here one day. So it really is such a joy to be here, and with such an amazing car. So as you know, this week we unveiled our Venom F5 Roadster.
Right.
And
you've taken the top off.
We literally took the top off. The only way to make the F5 cooler is to just take the top off. I don't know how you improve on 1,800 horsepower and 300 mile an hour plus top speed, but this is what we have here.
1,817 horsepower,
Correct.
right? Yes,
Yeah,
there's a little extra push there.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, so let's start in the front.
Sure.
Tell me what you like about this, tell me what's changed, tell me what is most appealing to the customers that you have.
So one thing that kind of goes unnoticed to a lot of people who first look at the car is the lack of cut lines.
Yeah.
Which is very, very hard to achieve.
It's all seamless, yeah.
This whole front of the car has no cut lines. It's one massive piece of carbon fiber. And the reason we did that was twofold. One, for aerodynamic performance, because cut lines disrupt air.
Yeah.
And then two, purity of design. It just looks better to the eyes. But starting up front...
And of course, weight.
Weight, of course. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Starting up front is, I'll point out our badge, which you may think, oh, it's a sticker or something like that. No, this is metal that's thinner than a strand of human hair. And why did we do that? So that there's no aerodynamic disruption as you're going through the wind and speed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then moving on.
Did you produce that?
Yes. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
What was the light bulb moment on that?
I mean, this car is all about form and function. It's art and science. And so every single pound was shaved in an effort to make this what it is and perform the way that it needed to. And so it came all the way down to things like the logo on the front of the car.
Every little detail.
Yes.
All right, take me around the side.
Sure. So if you look at the eyes of the car, the headlights, they're actually in the shape of an F.
They are.
Harkening back to the name of the car. And it's really kind of the face of the car. You know, Hennessey is a relatively... well, we're 30 years old in terms of the automotive space, but for building our own in-house cars,
yeah, John told me
new.
You're really new. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all about establishing that DNA that we're just going to carry on for generations, and so the face of the car is so important for that. So coming around to the side, debuting on the Roadster is a bespoke wheel that really plays off the logo that we just saw. So if you look here, this is sort of a stylized H. And in keeping with the theme of lightweight, we've actually drilled out every part of the wheel that doesn't need to be there.
Wow. So what have you taken out?
So in the center here, you can actually put your finger in through there, and it's a hollow section. And this is a 7-spoke wheel, really light, and we've milled in really nicely on the edge here, Hennessey and Roadster.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Mm-hmm. What do you think you saved in weight on that?
Compared to the coupe, not much. It's really similar. They were both very, very lightweight wheels to begin with, but we wanted to kind of set the Roadster apart. So having the multi-spoke was really important to do that.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving.
So coming down the side of the car, one thing you'll notice right away with the Roadster is the new engine cover. So on the coupe, I'm sure you remember, it's a all carbon fiber cover, but we really wanted to, in addition to opening the top, open up that beautiful engine so you can see it. And so you have the same milled hole pattern that you get on the rear bumper, and these louvers here are really similar to the louvers on the door, right behind the front wheel arch vents.
Extremely elegant too.
Yeah, well, thanks.
It's like a jewel piece here, and of course peering right into that beautiful engine. To see the ultimate jewelry.
Yes. Yeah, so you have aluminum on the outside that ties directly back into the intake of the engine on the inside.
Wow, and a ton of carbon fiber again.
And you can see too the gold on the intakes.
Yes, I see that.
Which is all about heat.
So here's my favorite part of this. I mean, if we talk stance of what's on the lawn here, there is nothing that has this kind of presence as the Venom does in terms of its shape. What changed?
Well, stance in car design is everything. And so with the F5, the stance is so important because it really establishes the car as a hypercar, and you get that feel of the muscle of the power within it. And so, like I said, the whole pattern on the engine cover is here on the rear bumper, and this is the largest piece of milled carbon fiber in the automotive industry.
Really?
Yes. So though there's a paint line break up here, this is all one piece.
Wow.
So it's a massive piece. You don't want to get in an accident.
I was just going to say, the kind of craftsmanship that's involved here is incredibly unique,
Yes.
but also incredibly costly.
It is.
Right?
Yeah, well, everything, as you know, is carbon fiber.
Of course.
For lightweight and strength.
All right. Well, let's pop in. I want you on the behind the wheel
Thanks.
in order to
Yeah, let's do it.
show me what we've got here. All right. So
In the
here
cockpit.
we are in the cockpit, indeed. And I feel like I'm in a Formula One car.
Well,
And
I'm glad to hear it.
yeah, no.
That was the idea.
That is the
I'm a
idea.
huge F1 fan, a big Lewis Hamilton fan. So I
He's
actually
coming to Austin soon.
He
Your-
is.
Your neck of the woods.
I actually modeled this steering wheel a lot off of his World Championship winning F1 steering wheel.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and so as you can look at the dash, there's no buttons on the dash anywhere. Everything you need is right at your fingertips. The reason for that is because at 300 miles an hour, we don't want you doing this. We want both hands here, which is also why there's no top, because subconsciously we're kind of forcing the driver to have both hands on the wheel. And then two, it makes for a very, very clear line of sight to see both your wheel arches and the instrument gauge in front.
Is Lewis aware that you modeled this off of his championship?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe he will be now.
Maybe he will be.
Yeah.
That's right. And any other interior changes
Between
this model?
Between the coupe and the Roadster, no. You know, it was really important for us to carry over as much from the coupe, which our customers love, into the Roadster. So all the incredible touches like the milled from solid flags on the door handles,
the
the
American
American
flag.
flag, the Texas flag, the chassis plate here in the middle, all of that is carried over and remains.
Even the milled F5 right in the
Yeah, good
middle
eye.
of the door sill, I suppose, or
Yep.
the hinge rather.
The hinge, yeah.
Fantastic. And the two-tone. I mean, you're going with the American theme here, obviously.
Yeah.
Is that the correct tie?
It is. Well, so this is a customer car, and this particular customer has a affinity, let's say, for these two colors, blue and red. And so, yeah, absolutely, it plays up the American theme, but then there's a personal connection there as well.
You're only doing 30 of these, is that correct?
Yeah, so we did 24 coupes, which we sold out of pretty quickly after we unveiled it at Quail. And then we're doing 30 of these, and we're about 50% sold at this stage. And we expect those to not be along, for very much longer in terms of they're going to go fast.
Wonderful. Well, I know it's going to go fast, but I also know it sounds fast. So I'm going to pop out so I can go to the back to hear what this sounds like, but I'd like you to start it up for our
Sounds
audience.
good. Let's do it.
All right. Give me the full F5 Venom.
Okay, you got it.
Here we go. Cars and Culture on the road, behind the greatest sound that you could possibly imagine. See you again soon.